Hello everyone. Welcome to Shreyansh Study. I hope you all are doing great and preparing well for your academic and professional goals. In today's video, we are going to explore an important and highly relevant topic, the interview for the post of Assistant Registrar in a university. This session is specially designed for aspirants who are preparing for university administrative positions and want to understand both the selection process and the key responsibilities of this role. The position of an assistant registrar plays a crucial role in the smooth functioning of a university. From managing academic records to ensuring administrative efficiency and implementing policies, this role forms the backbone of university governance. In this video, you will get a clear understanding of the interview structure, important questions along with effective answering strategies, insights into the real responsibilities of an assistant registrar. So, stay with us till the end, because this video will definitely help boost your confidence and enhance your preparation. Let's get started. Please introduce yourself. Sir, thank you for giving me this opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Sachin Kumar. I am a resident of Toliganj, located in the South 24 Pargana district of West Bengal. Regarding my educational background, I completed my graduation with Zoology Honours from Bhagalpur University and subsequently earned my postgraduate degree in Public Administration from IGNOU. For the past 10 years, I have been working as an Assistant Accounts Officer, a Group B Central Government cadre, and I am currently posted in Durgapur. While I highly value my decade of experience in central audit, accounting, and public administration, I am eager to transition my comprehensive financial oversight and administrative skills into higher education management, specifically serving an institution of national repute like Visva Bharati. You are already in a secure, prestigious civil service job. Why do you want to switch to a university administration role? Sir, there are three primary reasons driving this decision. 1. Scope of the post. The role of an assistant registrar at a central university like Visva Bharati is a highly responsible cadre post. It offers a direct pathway to contributing to institutional governance, academic planning, and nation building through higher education. 2. Central government framework. Transitioning into a central university expands my operational horizon, exposing me deeply to university executive frameworks, UGC regulations, and nationwide academic networks, which offers a robust career growth trajectory. 3. Personal and cultural alignment. Being from Kolkata, the cultural values of Bengal are something I carry deeply. Visva Bharati represents the pinnacle of Gurudev's vision. Working here allows me to commit my full professional energy to an institution I deeply revere, while staying well connected to my family roots in West Bengal. What exactly do you understand about the job profile and responsibilities of an assistant registrar? Sir, an assistant registrar acts as a vital bridge between the university's academic policies and its daily operational execution. Depending on the wing assigned, The core responsibilities include academic and admissions, overseeing student registration, enrollment cycles, curriculum records, and handling student grievances. Examinations and evaluation, managing the confidential preparation of exam timetables, secure processing and evaluation of answer scripts, processing tabulations, and issuing final degrees or diplomas. Administration and compliance, managing administrative files, drafting agendas for executive or academic councils, ensuring compliance with university statutes, and addressing legal or RTI matters. Estate and management, looking after university assets, supervising non-teaching staff, and managing projects or fund utilization wings. How will your 10 years of experience as an assistant accounts officer help you execute the duties of an assistant registrar? Sir, a decade of experience as an assistant accounts officer provides me with a deep, battle-tested understanding of public financial administration, internal controls, and system-driven governance. These skills translate directly and seamlessly into the role of an assistant registrar at a central university in 4 major ways. 1. Financial prudence and budgetary control. Central universities operate on extensive public funding, handling complex allocations such as UGC grants, research project funding, and infrastructure development budgets. Having managed public accounts and internal financial reviews for 10 years, I'm intimately familiar with budgetary control, fund allotment, and expenditure tracking. This ensures I can run large administrative wings efficiently while maintaining absolute financial discipline. 2. Meticulous pre-audit and file review skills. An assistant registrar must routinely vet administrative proposals, contracts, and legal fee bills before they are finalized. My extensive background in pre-audit functions means I possess an audit eye, the ability to scrutinize files for procedural irregularities, regulatory lapses, and financial compliance. I can help the registrar's office address audit queries from statutory bodies like the CAG seamlessly, keeping the university's records clean and transparent. 3. Mastery over pay, allowances, and service rules. A university possesses a vast workforce comprising teaching faculty, research scholars, and non-teaching staff. My core experience in verifying pay structures, processing allowances, and managing payroll portals allows me to interpret and apply complex service regulations with absolute precision. Whether managing the establishment wing or the administration wing, I can handle service books, allowances, and personal matters under the standard rules effortlessly from day one. 4. Flawless implementation of GFR 2017 and procurement. An assistant registrar frequently oversees departmental procurements, estate maintenance, and service tenders. My background ensures that I can implement the General Financial Rules 2017 with absolute precision. I am well versed in the mechanics of public procurement, e-tendering processes, and contract management, ensuring that the university's procurements remain transparent, economical, and legally airtight. You have a bachelor in zoology and a postgraduate degree in public administration. How are these subjects relevant to a purely administrative desk job? Sir, while these two fields seem distinct, they complement each other perfectly to create a balanced, highly capable institutional administrator. They address the two core requirements of a registrar's office: systematic organization and policy execution. 1. How public administration directly applies. Public administration is the literal science of running an organization. My post-graduation has trained me directly in organizational behavior and personnel management, understanding how large bureaucracies function, how to manage human resources, such as university faculty and non-teaching staff, and how to maintain workplace efficiency. Administrative law and policy formulation. An assistant registrar must constantly interpret and execute university statutes, ordinances, and UGC regulations. My background allows me to read legal frameworks, draft precise notifications, and implement institutional policies without procedural errors. Public accountability and grievance redressal. It taught me the structural mechanisms of managing public offices transparently, handling student-staff grievances objectively, and maintaining absolute neutrality. 2. How zoology adds value. Science training teaches an administrator how to process facts, not assumptions. Zoology has equipped me with data handling and analytical precision. In a registrar's office, you are constantly managing large volumes of complex data, whether it is enrollment figures, examination tabulations, or compliance reports for NARC and NIF. My background in scientific documentation ensures I approach data with absolute accuracy. Understanding complex systems. Zoology is the study of intricate, interconnected biological systems where every component has a specific function to keep the organism alive. A university functions exactly like a complex organism. The academic wing, examinations wing, and finance wing must work in perfect harmony. My scientific training helps me map workflows, diagnose administrative bottlenecks, and find structural solutions. Since your background is in public administration, can you explain what public policy paradigm, new public management, public accountability, and e-governance key performance indicators are, and how they could be used in a registrar's office? Sir, these four concepts represent the core evolution of modern public administration. They shift our focus from rigid, slow paperwork to agile, data-driven, and student-centric institutional management. Here is how each concept applies directly to the operations of a registrar's office. 1. Public policy paradigm. A paradigm is the overarching framework or mindset through which an administration views its duties. The modern public policy paradigm has shifted from rule-centric bureaucracy, where following paperwork blindly is the goal, to citizen-student-centric service, where solving the stakeholders' problem within legal bounds is the goal. Application in registrar's office. When implementing a complex policy like the National Education Policy, NEP, a legacy mindset focuses only on constraints. A modern public policy paradigm trains me to look at the intent of the policy, such as enabling the academic bank of credits ABC, and proactively build smooth workflows so students can seamlessly transfer credits without administrative delays. 2. New Public Management. NPM is an administrative philosophy that injects the best practices of the private sector, such as cost efficiency, measurable targets, technological automation, and performance metrics into public and autonomous institutions. Application in Registrar's Office. A university registrar's office can experience massive operational delays during admission or examination cycles. Applying NPM means moving away from slow, manual file routing. Instead, we treat students as our primary stakeholders, map out exact processing timelines, decentralize routine verifications to department heads, and automate student verification to slash turnaround times. 3. Public accountability. This is the institutional and legal obligation of an administrator to answer for their decisions, timelines, and utilization of public resources to external oversight bodies and the public. Application in Registrar's Office. As an assistant registrar, I am a custodian of public trust, university funds, and student futures. Public accountability means keeping records so clean and organized that they satisfy statutory bodies like the UGC, CAG auditors, and RTI applications effortlessly. It also means establishing transparent grievance channels so that if a student's degree certificate or stipend is delayed, the office can give a clear, verifiable reason and an exact resolution timeline. 4. E-governance and key performance indicators. E-governance is the application of digital technology to automate public services. KPIs are the specific, quantifiable data points used to measure whether that digital system is actually succeeding or failing. Application in Registrar's Office. Instead of vaguely claiming the online admission system works well, we track concrete e-governance KPIs in the Samarth ERP or university portal, such as the average system response time during peak registration hours, the percentage of student transcripts generated digitally within 48 hours, and the dropout or error rate during online application fee payments. Since your background is in zoology, can you explain what are taxonomy and binomial nomenclature, metabolism, anabolism, and catabolism, genotype versus phenotype? Sir, these three concepts represent the absolute foundation of biological science. They deal with how we organize information, how systems generate energy, and how internal blueprints translate into visible, external results. Here is an explanation of each concept and how its core logic applies perfectly to the running of a registrar's office. 1. Taxonomy and binomial nomenclature. Taxonomy is the scientific method of identifying, naming, and classifying living organisms into a strict, nested hierarchy, from kingdom down to phylum, class, order, family, genus, and species. Binomial nomenclature is the universal system that gives every organism a distinct, unique to parts scientific name consisting of its genus and species. 2. Metabolism, anabolism, and catabolism. Metabolism is the sum of all chemical reactions that sustain life within an organism. It is divided into two distinct, opposite pathways. Anabolism, the constructive phase where simple blocks are built up into complex structures requiring an input of energy, and catabolism, the destructive phase where complex molecules are broken down into simpler ones, releasing energy. 3. Genotype versus phenotype. Genotype is the internal, inherited genetic makeup, the literal hidden DNA blueprint of an organism. Phenotype is the actual physical appearance, observable traits, or behavior manifested on the outside as a result of that genetic blueprint interacting with the environment. Visva Bharati is a unique university. Can you tell us about its administrative setup and how it differs from regular state universities? Visva Bharati was founded by Gurudev Rabindranath Tagore in 1921 and was declared a central university and an institution of national importance by an Act of Parliament in 1951. Administratively, its structure differs significantly from state universities. The President of India serves as the Paridarska or visitor. The Prime Minister of India is the Acharya or Chancellor, which is a rare and highly prestigious tradition. The executive administration is led by the Upacharya or Vice Chancellor, supported by the Registrar, Finance Officer, and Assistant Registrars. It maintains a unique structure of integrated learning called Bhavan, example, Vidya Bhavan for humanities, Shiksha Bhavan for science, Kala Bhavan for fine arts. Shantiniketan was recently awarded UNESCO World Heritage status. As an aspiring administrator here, what does this signify for the university's management? Sir, the UNESCO World Heritage Tag is a proud recognition of Gurudev's vision of an alternative, nature-integrated educational model. For the university's administration, this brings heightened international visibility, increased cultural tourism, and a strict responsibility to preserve both tangible and intangible heritage. As an assistant registrar, this means that any infrastructural expansion, event management, or campus development must be handled with utmost care to strictly comply with heritage conservation guidelines while supporting academic modernization. Registrar offices deal heavily with digitization. How comfortable are you with computers, and what tools do you use? Sir, I am highly comfortable using computers for daily administrative tasks. In my current role as an assistant accounts officer, I heavily rely on digital portals, data tracking systems, and official financial communication channels. I am proficient in MS Excel for analyzing large datasets using data validation, sorting, and basic formulas. I am skilled in MS Word for drafting precise official orders, memos, and notifications, and MS PowerPoint for structural presentations. Furthermore, I am fully adaptive to using government e-office portals and university ERP packages like Samarth. Imagine it is peak registration week, systems go down momentarily, and a group of students becomes angry or begins agitating at your office desk. How do you manage this crisis? Sir, in such scenarios, my approach would follow a structured crisis control protocol. 1. De-escalation through empathy. I will step out to address the students calmly. I will listen to their concerns without getting defensive, assuring them that their deadlines will not be compromised due to a technical glitch. 2. Fact-finding and coordination. I will immediately coordinate with our IT Computer Center team to assess the exact nature of the breakdown and get a realistic timeline for system recovery. 3. Alternative solutions. If the system takes time to resolve, I will issue a manual log or receipt mechanism to register their physical documents on the spot or announce an official extension of the registration deadline to lower anxiety. 4. Clear communication. I will ensure a clear notice is put up on the website and display boards so that students are kept transparently informed, preventing rumors or panic from spreading. Central universities run on specific statutory frameworks. Do you have any familiarity with administrative mechanisms like the RTI Act, GFR, or Central Civil Services (CCS) rules? Yes, sir. Working as a central government officer for over a decade has made me highly familiar with the operational framework of public service rules. RTI Act 2005. I understand that transparency is vital. In a university, an assistant registrar often acts as a central public information officer, CPIO. I know how to process applications within the statutory 30-day window, identify exemptions under Section 8, and maintain meticulous records. General Financial Rules 2017. Having worked extensively as an assistant accounts officer, checking transactions against GFR guidelines is second nature to me. I ensure that any institutional spending, tendering, or contract management follows the strict guidelines of efficiency, economy, and transparency. CCS rules and service rules. I understand the importance of fundamental service regulations governing leave, conduct, and disciplinary procedures, which are essential for managing a large non-teaching workforce. Visva Bharati has various statutory bodies like the Sansad and Karma Samti. Do you know what these are and what role an assistant registrar plays regarding them? Yes, sir. These are the traditional names given to the core governing bodies of Visva Bharati as established by its central act. The Sansad or court. This is the supreme advisory body of the university, reviewing broad policies and annual reports. The Karma Samti or Executive Council. This is the principal executive body responsible for the administrative management, appointments, and financial decisions of the university. The Shiksha Samti or Academic Council. This body controls and regulates the maintenance of standards of instruction, education, and examinations. As an assistant registrar, one of the key duties in the administration wing is to act as a secretarial backbone for these councils, compiling agenda items from different departments, drafting precise minutes of the meetings, and executing the notifications or official orders resulting from their decisions. The National Education Policy, NEP, is changing the landscape of Indian universities. What is its impact on a registrar's office? And are you aware of tools like the Academic Bank of Credits, ABC? Sir, the NEP introduces a highly flexible, student-centric multidisciplinary framework that relies heavily on technology. For a registrar's office, this means shifting away from rigid, legacy recording systems. A prime example is the Academic Bank of Credits, which acts as a digital repository for a student's academic credits earned across different institutions. As an assistant registrar in the academic or examination wing, it would be my responsibility to ensure our student information portals are seamlessly integrated with the National Academic Depository. This allows us to smoothly process multiple entry and exit options, credit transfers, and verify degrees digitally with absolute accuracy. In a university setup, you will interact with student unions, staff associations, and faculty members who may have conflicting demands. How will you maintain neutrality as an administrator? Maintaining absolute institutional neutrality is paramount for an administrator. My approach would be guided by 3 rules. 1. The rule book as the baseline. Every decision must be anchored strictly in the Visva Bharati Act, statutes, ordinances, and UGC guidelines. When rules are applied uniformly without bias, it leaves no room for allegations of favoritism. 2. Open but objective communication. I will maintain an approachable door for all stakeholders, whether students, faculty, or non-teaching staff. However, conversations must be kept professional, documented, and centered around institutional welfare. 3. Delinking personal bias. My training as an AO in public services has conditioned me to look at cases purely on merit and evidence, completely separating personal opinions from administrative delivery. An assistant registrar's job involves long hours of desk-bound file processing, dealing with audits, and handling repetitive data entry. How do you keep yourself motivated in such a role? Sir, I look at file work not as repetitive paperwork, but as the vital infrastructure that keeps an institution running. Every single registration file represents a student's academic future, and every single degree clearance represents years of their hard work. My background in the sciences teaches me to respect data verification, track workflows, and organize structures meticulously. Knowing that my close attention to detail at my desk directly prevents an eligible student from facing administrative delays or helps the university clear an official institutional audit flawlessly is what provides me with deep professional satisfaction and consistent motivation. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. I hope this session has given you a clear understanding of the Assistant Registrar interview process and the key responsibilities associated with this important role in a university. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends and fellow aspirants. Subscribe to Shreyansh Study for more such educational and career-focused content. Your support motivates us to bring more valuable insights and guidance for your success. If you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover next, feel free to drop them in the comments section below. Until then, keep learning, keep growing, and stay focused on your goals. Thank you once again, and I'll see you in the next video.